we may, can we direct you towards the things we think you need to be equally clear on? Lord, you hate oppression and cruelty and stealing just as much as tattoos, right?
Yes.
Well, thank goodness for that, because we've got something that you really need to look at then.
What are they doing?
Well, slavery, Lord.
Slavery, eh?
Yes, and on a massive scale, Lord. It begins right away, and looking at the projections, it seems that some of the larger and more powerful civilizations that arise think that it's okay to forcibly take literally millions of people from the continent of Africa, mainly, and make them work for them and practically build their nations for them. Humans actually steal their fellow humans and deprive them of all liberty and dignity for their entire life. They're captured, shackled, often branded, and crammed into boats and shipped overseas where they're sold and literally worked to death. Children are born into slavery and live out their entire lives as slaves, not knowing a single day of freedom.
Africans, you said.
Well, yeah, Africa is going to take the brunt of this, Lord, in the long term. You need to set a clear example of your compassion here, Lord. It's very simple. I mean, you love righteousness and justice, right, Lord? This is just about the worst violation of those imaginable.
Right, well, let's do it then. It sounds like something that I really need to be very clear about. Let's get this absolutely right, once and for all.
Oh, great. I certainly am glad to hear you say that, Lord. So it's really up to you as far as the wording goes. Do you want a do not commandment or a you must not commandment?
Huh?
Oh, well, so far you've got do not invoke the names of other gods, do not allow a sorceress to live. Both of those are very unambiguous, so we could have do not own another person as property. Or do you want you must not own another person as property, like you have you must not eat any fat or any blood?
Yeah,
I'd
hang
go
on.
with you must not. It's kind of stronger, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. There's not much chance of misinterpretation there.
Yeah, but do not is more of a kind of imperative. That...
Well, look, the owning people aspect of it, I don't mind so much. Were there any other aspects of it that you were concerned about?
Well, Lord, the idea of owning people as property is probably a good place to start when abolishing slavery, don't you think?
Whoa, hold on. Who's abolishing anything?
Well, Lord, you abolished cross-dressing a minute ago. Don't you think that slavery is equally detestable?
It's tricky, isn't it?
Not really, Lord, no. In fact, these sinful, fallen humans will outlaw it themselves eventually. Yeah, Lord, just command it and it's done. You must not buy and sell people.
No. Look, that aspect in and of itself isn't so much of a concern either.
Lord,
What?
Now, look, well, if it's a runaway slave seeking refuge, then that's obviously different. But if it's a fair and square commercial deal, then...
Lord, are you saying that they may buy slaves?
Well, it depends on...
It depends? On what?
Well, you mentioned some situation in the future to do with slaves from Africa,
Yes, Lord.
and that they're taken from Africa to other countries.
Yes, exactly.
Well, see, the slaves are from a different country, so